Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
This podcast is supported by Anthropic, the public benefit corporation behind Claude. Everyone's got a hard question about AI. Your job, your kids, where it's going. Anthropic was built to surface those questions and share what it finds along the way, because there's hope in hard questions. Ask yours at claude.ai/Spotify and keep thinking. That's claude.ai/Spotify.
The right window treatments change everything. Your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 five-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 45% off site-wide, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
Good morning, Kansas City. Let's take a look at today. Today is today's.
Hello, is this thing on?
Jesus Christ, what are you doing over there, old man?
No apologies, no safe spaces. This is Savaged Unfiltered. Just the cold, hard, conservative truth. Savage.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. Welcome, happy Thursday for all you guys out there, wherever you're viewing us at. And I gotta tell you guys, that was a little intense with the weather news segment there, where, you know, in this trailer, there's several trailers for this movie being called Disclosure Day, and we're gonna get into this in the program, guys. But gotta tell you something, that scared the shit out of me, it really did.
Part of the reason it scares the shit out of you and scares me is because Emily Blunt is that good of an actress.
Yeah. Like I agree with you. And, you know, I was watching some of behind the scenes with this movie, and, you know, one of the individuals that were interviewing her basically said, you know, was it the director's choice of Steven Spielberg that basically directed this, folks, to use your own voice, or did you have any ideas? And Emily basically said that, you know, they were pitching to use, you know, AI for that one particular scene when she's trying to deliver the weather and the local news there at the station.
Uh-huh.
And then you can hear like the alien basically do, kind of taking over her vocals.
Yeah.
And they were going to use AI for that. And it was her idea to use her actual voice. That's actually Emily's voice, old man, doing that.
She's phenomenal at what she does. And I read that they picked her because she just is that good. I mean, what a fabulous actress. And I tell you what, that thing sent chills down my back when I first saw it. It was like, oh my God. Could you imagine them showing that with no no idea that it's a trailer. Can you imagine just throwing that on the air? It would be like a redo of the War of the Worlds with Orson Welles on the radio. Man, you'd be going, "Oh my God, what's happening?"
Yeah.
I love those kinds of movies, Michael. I really do. I love them. I like them. Yeah. I love alien movies like that, and it's just I can't wait to see it. I want to see it tonight. I just love that.
You know, it kind of brings me back to the late 90s when Independence Day came out, right? And I mean, this, folks, talk about theatrics, talk about special effects. This was the beginning of special effects going into the new millennium.
Yes.
When they basically produced, what was it? Cameron, right? I forgot that. Cameron, right? Was it the dude that fucking filmed and directed Independence Day? Josh Cameron.
I can't remember his name. Yeah.
Josh Cameron, I believe that's the name. And very similar work to Steven Spielberg with the special effects. I mean, going back to Steven Spielberg's earlier films of E.T., with the opening scene where E.T.'s, craft crashes in the middle of the wilderness there in Oregon, which was the landscape of E.T. And I mean, going back to all of his work, even the Indiana Jones movies.
The guy is fantastic.
Really.
He's got such a vision, and he's able to take that vision and put it on film. He's incredible.
Yeah.
I was excited to see he came out with this movie. I really was, because I love Spielberg.
But I'm going to say something here. Maybe a slight ripoff, just a tad bit with Independence Day. With the buildup of it, getting people, thinking, going into that conspiracy theory, obviously with, are we alone? Getting that type of, header with trailers that are coming out, all over social media. Because you got to remember something, old man. Like back in the day when Independence Day came out, we didn't have the amount of avenues for social media. You didn't have Twitter. You didn't have X. You didn't have, Instagram. You didn't have TikTok, Facebook, none of that. So, I mean, the way they were able to sell it to the audience of moviegoers back then for Independence Day was phenomenal.
You know what other movie it reminds me of? It gives me the same feeling. I'm talking about my opinion. Signs. That movie Signs with Mel Gibson and the aliens coming and all that. That movie was I get the same feeling from this that I got from that. And it was like, oh my God, this is incredible. The special effects in that. This is great. I love this stuff. I love these kinds of movies. Of course, I'm not one that looks at movies and tries to dig out deep meanings. What did he mean by that? I watch a movie, Michael, for entertainment. I put on something, I say, entertain me. Make me feel the movie, entertain me, and they do. And this movie's going to do the same thing.
Well, I mean, here's something that people may not know about Steven Spielberg, folks. Not only is he a freaking genius when it comes to, film production.
You're listening to the Savaged Unfiltered Show, exclusively on Spotify.
In nearly 50 years old.
I read that, and that actually shocked me. Because he does them so good. He does them so good. Yeah.
You think so?
I do. I love Spielberg movies, and the little sci-fi things he's done. I mean, even you go back to E.T. I mean, it's a fun, it's an entertaining movie, and the special effects are great. And the special effects in E.T. are nothing compared to what these special effects are.
I mean, you got to remember, E.T. was filmed in the 80s, man. So, right. I mean, they used a lot of stuff, similar to how they made the sets there for Indiana Jones. They basically made models, and then they used the type of technology of cameras that they were using. Folks, 4K cameras were not around in the 80s.
No.
Let alone the 90s just yet, okay?
No.
So they had to basically use a lot of what they call cut reels back then to basically give it that theatric type of effect. So, I mean,
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
This podcast is supported by Anthropic, the public benefit corporation behind Claude. Everyone's got a hard question about AI. Your job, your kids, where it's going. Anthropic was built to surface those questions and share what it finds along the way, because there's hope in hard questions. Ask yours at claude.ai/Spotify and keep thinking. That's claude.ai/Spotify.
Yeah, they didn't have the technology that they got now, and it really shows in the movie. It really shows in the movies that they're making.
Now, I mentioned Independence Day because this movie, folks, does give a little vibe to Independence Day.
Sure.
You know, with the alien theatrics and the suspense and the what if, right? What if? It gives you that what if. And I have to correct, it wasn't the director Cameron. It was actually Roland Emmerich that directed Independence Day. So since we're on Independence Day, between both films that are very similar of Independence Day 1 and 2, because you got to remember, there's two parts of Independence Day. There's Independence Day 1 that came out in the 90s, and then like just a few years ago, they came out 5-6 years ago, they came out with Independence Day 2, where the aliens were trying to come back to Earth for revenge, you know? So
see, I haven't seen that because I don't jump on the sequel bandwagon real quick. Because my opinion and most of my experiences, the sequels never do as well as the first, you know. But now I'm going to have to check out Independence Day 2 because you said so.
Now, speaking of Independence Day, before we get back to Disclosure Day with Steven Spielberg's latest film, folks, there is talks now of an Independence Day 3 to basically compete with this fucking blockbuster film of Disclosure Day, which I'm told is doing phenomenal right now in the box office.
Is it available on Netflix right now?
Not yet.
Okay.
I don't think it's made its way over to the streaming platforms. I know it's in theaters right now. I know
Netflix is really pushing it. They're really saying, you know, but I guess, well, it's just like that one movie, Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
They say that's an excellent movie too, but it's not on the, you can get it on streaming, but you got to pay like you're going to the theater to watch it, you know. I think to rent it was like $20, and I'm a cheap bastard.
Okay. So to kind of give I guess the updates of what the old man just said, I just looked this up because this is important. You know, folks are going to want to know where it's going to stream after.
Sure, I want
after it's done with the box office, guys. Now, when it does become available for streaming, here are the platforms where it will land. Peacock as a Universal Pictures film, it will hit Peacock first in the fall, where you can stream Disclosure Day.
Oh, okay.
It's also expected to move to Netflix after its initial window on Peacock as part of Universal's ongoing streaming license deal with Netflix.
Oh, I love
okay.
it.
And the release day, when that will happen, it all depends on when they release the initial license with Peacock. So it looks like it's going to drop on Peacock first and then eventually land on Netflix.
I can't wait.
Folks, I don't have an immediate release date on either or.
You know why I like it when movies release on the streaming platforms? Because I will watch it 4 or 5 times, man. I'll just watch it, bam, 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 bam.
Mm-hmm.
Because I watch a movie once and I'm so into it, then I have to watch it a second time to catch all the stuff I missed. Because there's they fill those movies with
they fill pretty good. Now also too, for some notation, guys, while waiting for it to hit the subscription services like the platforms, you can pre-order or track its digital release on platforms like Apple TV or Amazon Prime Video. So look out for those updates, guys, if you have those services. I'm stoked though, man. I really am.
I got all those. I got Peacock. I got Netflix. I got
Apple.
I got Apple. Yes,
Damn.
sir.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
not a big fan of Apple products. I mean, I don't know.
Well, there's some movies on one that you can't see on any of the others. That's why I got Apple. I got Apple. I did because there was a movie I wanted to watch and I couldn't find it anywhere but on Apple. And so I went ahead and got Apple. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love those movies.
Yeah.
But I'm in love with Emily Blunt.
You love her, don't you? Jesus.
I do. She is such a great actor. Have you seen that movie Sicario that she's in? Sicario?
No.
Where she plays a police officer. She hooks up with the DEI guys. No. Whatever. Oh yeah, she's good in that too, man. I tell you, she's good. She's a good actress.
She's definitely eye candy for the old man.
She does not. If I had a date, if I had a double date with her and Sweeney, I would die a happy man.
Little menage a trois for the old man.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Anyways,
I'm too old to talk about a sexual thing. Just sitting with them and talking to them, I'd be going, "Oh, I love you guys." Oh,
God, she keeps the old man in line. She keeps him young looking. No, guys,
Grammy just rolls her eyes. She goes, "Whatever."
No, guys, we got a lot more on the show. Stick around. We'll be right back after these short words. Be right back.
Savage Unfiltered.
This truth was just known overnight. If the government announced, yes, we have been keeping this from you since 1947, that would mess up a lot of people. And the movie also takes the position of the church. What does this do to the fundamental beliefs that many of us have? And, is God our God only on this planet, or is God a God for every system where there's civilization, intelligent life, and even developing life?
Interesting that director Steven Spielberg, a man that was once at one time questioned about the very same thing, where back in the 80s, shortly after his films, of E.T. and his earlier stuff, he was questioned, old man, with the very, very same thing about faith and God. And Spielberg kind of just shrugged it off, like he was not really serious into looking into it. But I've guessed, or at least I'm guessing, old man, that Steven Spielberg basically has become very invested in this type of, stuff. Obviously, I'm sure, again, I'm just kind of putting the pieces there, guys, but I'm sure Steven Spielberg is a big fan of Gala. If you guys go over to Gala, or is it Gaia? Gala, Gaia. Gala is basically like an inner, dimensional type of website that goes into aliens. They touch on God, they touch on spirituality, and it leaves you guessing, old man. It really does.
Well, there was a word in his closed caption that he said that I didn't know what the word was, and it's ontology. Okay. Ontology, for those that don't know, ontology is the physiological study of being, focusing on the nature of existence and the classification of entities within reality. It examines the shared characteristics of all things and investigates how they are categorized into basic types. So, I mean,
interesting.
It's an interesting. I kind of believe with what he said. I mean, at me, the old man personally, I believe that God created the heavens and the earth. He created the heavens and he created the entire universe. Who's to say that he didn't create other beings on other planets? We can't neither deny or confirm that. We can't either.
Yeah, who's to say that? But if you bring up this, that one point where he said, this will kind of shake, the Christian masses of faith in the United States. I wholeheartedly agree with he's saying.
Yeah, if they're.
You will have. Hold on. Let me stop you there for a minute, because this is a very touching subject, guys, and it needs to be addressed, obviously.
Sure.
But you do have different sets of Christian pastors and priests and fathers out there in America, including the world for that matter. But let's just touch on America, okay?
Yeah.
First, okay? It will leave, and I'm sorry to say this, folks. You may get upset by my words by saying this, but I'm a man of truth and facts, okay? I've always have been. But you do have weak pastors and you do have strong pastors. And the ones that will be offended by Spielberg's comments there in that interview will affect the weak pastors. And I think that's what he's alluding to. He didn't say it. I'm not putting words in the man's head or mine now, but I think that's what he's alluding to, old man.
Well, yeah. I believe that, you got people that believe in God and the being and the God, the creator.
Sure.
But then you got all these religions. See, I think there's a big difference between people that believe in God, and then it branches off to religions. Religion, in my humble opinion, has ruined the whole concept and ideology of God, the creator, because religion now, man throws his own ideas and his own thoughts, his own interpretations, and becomes a religion.
It's interesting.
And that's what's going to shake people's trees.
That's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because, who's to say whether you're religious or spiritual? Because there is a difference, folks.
There's a big difference. A big difference.
And do I take anything out of Spielberg's comments for saying that? No, I don't. I'm not going to get radical, folks. He's not the Antichrist for saying it, but he is leaving people second guessing this. And I love how this movie is coming right out with the whole fallout of all of the disclosures. See what I did there, folks?
Yeah.
With President Trump's team, releasing files that have been fucking classified since the 60s.
Yeah.
Since the 1947 Roswell crash. All of it's coming out, folks. And hold on. Before we get, ahead of ourselves and we go too much on the roller coaster ride, folks.
Yeah.
Should the public have an understanding of what truly is going on in this nation behind the government umbrella, old man?
Yes. Because when you start talking about aliens and all that stuff, we're not. The one thing that bugs me about the human race is we're on this planet. We're on the planet Earth. We're on Earth. It's a planet in a solar system, in a galaxy, in the universe. Okay.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
This podcast is supported by Anthropic, the public benefit corporation behind Claude. Everyone's got a hard question about AI. Your job, your kids, where it's going. Anthropic was built to surface those questions and share what it finds along the way, because there's hope in hard questions. Ask yours at claude.ai/Spotify and keep thinking. That's claude.ai/Spotify.
Why do we put so much emphasis? We control the earth. We're in control. Governments. I'm talking governments. Governments. We control the earth. We own property and this and that. Where does you get that? I mean, if we're the result of a creation,
yeah.
Who gave you authority? Who gave you authority to control a land? Who gave you authority in the state of Washington? Who gives you the authority that you can't go and hunt and fish and feed your family like it's intended to? It's going to shake some trees. And I tell you the truth, Michael, I hope it does. I hope it does shake some trees.
I hope it opens people up, because the reason why I say that is, listen, folks, if you have a faith in a creator or a maker or a spiritual entity or however you see it, I think that's wonderful. I think that's something that keeps us together, okay, yes, and keeps us strong, okay, whatever belief you have. It's amazing, okay? I think that's why it needed to be created to begin with. Because without some type of belief system or faith or any of that, I mean, we would be a lot more probably psychotic than we actually are now.
Another thing it does, Michael, it keeps us or makes us humble. No, you're not large and in charge. Yeah. There's another force involved, and it's like this thing with because I get asked that all the time. Do you believe in aliens? Yes. So you believe there's life on other planets? Sure. The probability is more likely that there is that there isn't, and unless someone proves to me one way or the other, my opinion is, yes, there is. And yes, there is the possibility someday we are going to be, if we haven't already, we're going to be visited by other life forms.
Oh, absolutely.
And
that may not come in our lifetimes, but absolutely. Yeah.
I wish and hope it does. I really do. I want to see it happen, I mean, but to get mad at Spielberg, I mean, who is Spielberg? He's just a man.
He's a filmmaker. I mean, why are the critics getting so crazy about it? It's causing critics to get a little.
He's a man that has the resources to be able to take his opinions, and make a movie and put it on the screen to share his opinion. He's just sharing his opinion. He's not saying that you're going to believe me or you're just weird. No, he said, "Here's my opinion. Enjoy the movie.
Take it as you see it.
Yeah, if you enjoy it, great. If you don't like it,
take it as you see it.
Yeah. If it's going to make you mad, good. If it's going to make you glad, good. It's just he's just sharing his opinion.
Yeah.
And why people get all bent up and I like what you say, Michael. It should produce thought. It should produce thought. It should make people think. It's not any different than Einstein coming out with his physics.
I'm going to tell you something right now. It's going to test empathy in this nation. And the reason why I bring up empathy, guys, I'm going to explain it a little bit here further into the show. Okay. Let me just say this one thing before I get a quick break, guys. Empathy is basically the top, more or less, movie note in this entire production called Disclosure Day. Okay? Because I'm not going to give away too much of this movie. You guys got to watch this movie. It will test your empathy as a moviegoer. Okay? Because there's a duration of this film, okay, throughout all parts.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen a little bit of it with that scene I basically opened up the show with the anchor, and she's basically freaking out. She's going into like like she's being possessed, more or less. Okay. And you see the levels of empathy of the production crew behind those cameras. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
I mean, she's speaking in this like alien tongue, and I'm not for nothing, folks, but if I seen something like even my crew here, Tibbs and Michaela, and they started talking in like an outer world fucking language, I would probably like start praying or fucking worrying to whatever fucking creator there is out there. Because
wait a minute, I thought you told me off camera that Michaela talks like that all the time.
I surely hope not.
Just kidding, Michaela.
I mean, Tibbs, on the other hand, fucking talks like
Lurks.
Lurks.
You gotta watch him.
He does. He talks like Lurks sometimes, because he, like, I was talking to him the other day, and he was like, we went to breakfast yesterday, and he was like, I would like to order the pancakes. You know, I mean, Jesus Christ, man, get the fucking serious shit. Hit him upside the head. You know?
And then he goes,
yeah. But guys, stick around. We got a lot more, guys. I want to get into basically with some of the truth behind the whistleblower testimony. Oh, yeah, folks. This is not just a movie that Steven Spielberg created. There's a lot of ties between what's going on with the Trump administration, guys. And you're going to be like, what? Be right back, guys, after these short words. Don't go anywhere.
Be right back. Don't touch the dial. We're back. Let's get back into the deep dive.
Hey, everybody, before we continue, the old man here, I want to point out that we have a new sponsor. It's Polymarket. Now, if you've noticed, running along the edge, you see the little ticker? That's what Polymarket's doing. It's telling you what's going on. Like, will Norway win the 2026 FIFA World Cup? 3% think they will. So, pay attention to Polymarket, man. What a great source of information right here on Savaged Unfiltered while we're doing the show. Check out Polymarket. You won't go wrong.
Gotta love Polymarket, guys. You know, Polymarket, a little bit about Polymarket, as the the old man kind of emphasized that here as we got away from our break there. They've been around for a hot minute, and they are trusted by major sources that are backed by statistics of predictions that it could lead to that. Now, these predictions are not like any other betting website. I mean, I respect the others. They're great, but they're not always legitimate and accurate. With Polymarket, guys, you can't go wrong. So check them out today, guys. Head over to polymarket.com or just Google them. Or if you're on your Apple device, use Siri or whatever the hell you use on Apple. I don't know what you use on Apple because I don't have Apple. But anyway, guys, check out Polymarket. Great source. Yeah. Love Polymarket. So
now, if you see me just sitting here staring, I'm reading the ticker. Yeah. It'd be like, yeah. In a minute, Michael. In a minute. Let me read it. Yeah. Will England win on? Yeah. Okay. All right.
Oh, I love it.
I just do.
I am much more inclined now than I was when I made Close Encounters to really believe that we're not the only intelligent civilization in the universe.
What did you steal?
Secrets. People have a right to know the truth.
This is a story about us, all of us,
Good morning, Kansas City.
up against the most extraordinary event in human history.
What's happening to me? I'm frightened. I'm frightened out of my wits.
You don't need to be. You have someone else.
Daniel Kellner.
Who is this?
Do not go back to the house. They found you. I don't know who you are, but they're gonna kill you.
The human race cannot accept what we know. We need to stop it any way we can.
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing?
This 79-year cover-up of the truth has to end.
We're interrupting our coverage.
How will disclosure change us? I believe for the better. It will remind us of our capacity for empathy, and that there is something bigger out there than just ourselves.
The only way to know your purpose.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
This podcast is supported by Anthropic, the public benefit corporation behind Claude. Everyone's got a hard question about AI. Your job, your kids, where it's going. Anthropic was built to surface those questions and share what it finds along the way, because there's hope in hard questions. Ask yours at claude.ai/Spotify and keep thinking. That's claude.ai/Spotify.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month. Even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending, 0 tears.
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Is to go back to where it all began.
I know you.
I know you do. What happened to us?
I used to say to myself, wouldn't it be wonderful if all of this turned out to be true? I'm now thinking, wouldn't it be wonderful for people to know they're coming? All of this is true.
Wow. Good stuff, guys. I mean, wow. I like the scene where they're throwing in towards the end there, okay, with the deer, right? Mm-hmm. That goes from, all these animals, folks. There's like a deer. There's, I think, like a bunny rabbit or something like that. A few other little animals in the woman's living room. And at the end, old man, the deer turns its head and then kind of morphs into the gray alien, the gray.
Exactly right.
Yeah. So, did you miss that part?
Mm-mm.
You know where I'm getting at, right?
That's one of the trailers that locked me in on the movie.
I'm gonna give you something that I'm talking about here, folks. Just what if everything around us, like Steven Spielberg kind of alluded into, is part of this great experiment called the universe? What if the aliens are already here and disguised as animals like that deer?
You know what
there's the Easter egg, old man.
You know what it made me think of? How long have civilizations on Earth talked about shapeshifters? Okay, hey, yeah. And I like what he says. What if we find out that this is all true? Yeah. Who's to say? What if? But this is another thing that made me think about that movie. I mean, about this movie too. Is we talk about inspiration, we talk about thoughts, we talk about things that come into people's mind that inspire them to do so. Who's controlling? Who put the thought to reveal this in Spielberg's mind? Did that come from another dimension, another realm?
Yeah.
Who knows, man? I love these movies.
Now is Steven Spielberg a little over his head on this?
No.
The reason why I say that is because, like, you got to go wonder here, and just you need to understand something. With everything coming out of the Trump administration, with files that were secured for 50 plus years.
Right.
Okay. Going back to the 1947 Roswell crash, which they do cover in this movie.
That's like,
okay. There is a lot of government linked ties to this movie. Okay. Is that going to throw off some political figures? Okay. That don't want even though it's a fucking movie, folks. You get what I'm saying, old man?
Yeah, I do.
Is that going to throw off some government figures that may get upset about this movie?
I got two thoughts. One,
leaving the mind open. That's what I'm getting into. Yeah. What's your thoughts?
Leading into this segment, you talked about Independence Day.
Yeah.
Independence Day had an Area 51 part in that movie.
They did.
And they're going to go, oh my God, well, I didn't know anything about this.
And it made more of a presence in part 2. If you haven't seen part 2, they emphasize Area 51 very heavily in part 2. Mm-hmm. It becomes like the staple of the movie.
And back to this thing about the politics, is it going to shake their trees? Yes. And I'll tell you why, because now all of a sudden they don't have the power they think they have.
Good. Yeah,
and now look at humanity, where it's at today with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Look at all the humanity that's going on. What's going on inside humanity now? The self-destruction that we're heading to. Look at all this, the interfighting. What a better time for an alien species to make itself known. Yeah. No, you're not. You're not in charge, people.
Why not? Right.
And like you said, it opens up that belief that, that God is, who's to say that God isn't the God of other beings? They could come, aliens could come there and go, oh, we know all about God. We know all about God. We know all what God did on earth to get you to open your eyes. And we're here to help you. We're here to tell you you're on the wrong path, people.
Well, this movie, I agree with you, old man. I want to get a little deeper into this. Okay. So this movie, is, like I said, it is catching eyes with government entities, whistleblowers. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because UFO expert Joshua Glumgoski, if I got his last name right, is saying that the secret government cover-up in Disclosure Day is playing out in real time on Capitol Hill after other whistleblowers, such as himself, is exposing billions in UAP slush funds. Yeah. I'm going to share this here. I normally don't share pages off of websites. I normally, put it into the feed like a video or a graphic. But check this out, guys. So you don't think I'm full of shit, Here's the receipts right here. I don't want to do that whole thing because that's kind of spiteful. I'm not really a jerk. But yeah, guys, this is Joshua, okay? UFO expert, basically saying this, guys. Check this out here. We'll play it here for you guys. As you tell me. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Sorry.
Savaged Unfiltered. Savaged Grit.
That's rough. At least with Safe Light, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Sponsor our show.
That's right. Love Safe Light. It's always the bad timing, like we're trying to put something into the fucking show, and well, fuck it, we'll roll it.
We're giving them free sponsor. We're giving them free advertising right now.
Yeah, it's always the bad.
Oh, it's Safe Place. I love the music.
So I like to tell people that I am full-time UFO. I mean that in multiple facets. One, for a long time, I investigated UFO cases for an organization called MUFON, Mutual UFO Network. I did that for many years, but I had to put that to the side because I started going on camera for Gaia as the host of Cosmic Disclosure and on social media to advocate for disclosure. There's a legacy program that has been covering this up for 80 years. Don't believe me, believe David Grush and the whistleblowers who've come forward. What they've done is three things. One, they have a crash retrieval program of exotic technology, a reverse engineering program of this technology, and a disinformation campaign that's been going on through the media for a long time. And that has shaped the narrative on UAPs and discussion on non-human intelligence. But recently, so I would say starting in 2017, there was an article in the New York Times that really changed the game. A director of a UAP program called Lou Elizondo came forward and started talking about it. From that moment to today, you can feel the stigma lifting. What Congress found out was that there were these dark black budget programs going on for decades, literally 80 years, that they had no oversight about. Wow. So these Congress members are mad. This week, I was on the Capitol steps in D.C. where they held a press conference with whistleblowers and multiple members of Congress, bipartisan, thank God, isn't that nice, for now at least, pushing for this issue, because what they realize is that disclosure is earth-shattering news. It's going to change everything about humanity, and I don't say that lightly. UFOs are real. They're now called UAPs, is the umbrella term, unidentified anomalous phenomenon, and the government's been covering up for a long time. Whistleblowers are coming forward, but they're being threatened. That was one of the big themes on Capitol Hill, is that we need to protect these whistleblowers. So if there's one big takeaway for the public, it's real, and the government's been covering up for a very long time, and we're dealing with multiple different types of phenomena. One of the things that's going on is this legacy program has been reverse engineering exotic tech for 80 years. That technology could change the world. These UFOs that they reverse engineered seem to have limitless energy, and I guess we've figured some of that out. And those devices could alleviate the energy problem around the world. It could alleviate poverty in one generation, in my opinion. There's other technology that has also been rumored that they have locked away in these deep, dark underground bases, including medical technologies and medical breakthroughs, propulsion systems that could change everything. Why isn't it all coming out? Because it would disrupt socioeconomics across the world. Obviously, the oil industries and energy industries aren't going to like a free energy device coming out.
No, they
Plus,
won't.
it could be weaponized. But that's the big thing, is that the technology that's being hidden from humanity could change the world forever and put us into a new paradigm, a new evolution. I hate to use the word paradise, but just a better world. That's number one. Now, the deeper stuff that I'm really interested in is how it's going to impact human consciousness. A simple UFO sighting will change someone's life forever. Never mind the people who are having regular contact. Dr. John Mack wrote some great books about this, how it is the fastest way to enlightenment, however you define enlightenment, regular contact with ETs. So something about where we're going next, how it expands our consciousness, and then you can get into human origins, the nature of the universe, and what's going on. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Technology and how it's going to expand human consciousness.
I'm glad. I'm glad that Fox did that and they put that out as a Fox 5 exclusive. I mean, by all means, let's go. You know, like let's bring this stuff out. Let's not do it to expose, but to educate. America. I mean,
improve humanity.
Why would you hide something like this guy said? I mean, he's been studying, this type of phenomenon for a while now. You have government UFO whistleblowers that are demanding the truth to be shown to all of us Americans. Yeah. I mean, if there's technology among the stars in the atmosphere, I'm going to close it out here, guys, with this. If there is technology out there, why hide it? If it can cure diseases, why hide it? If it could end toxic, stuff like toxic masculinity, violent, crazy people in the country. Like, why hide it? You know what I mean?
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
This podcast is supported by Anthropic, the public benefit corporation behind Claude. Everyone's got a hard question about AI. Your job, your kids, where it's going. Anthropic was built to surface those questions and share what it finds along the way, because there's hope in hard questions. Ask yours at claude.ai/Spotify and keep thinking. That's claude.ai/Spotify.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Why?
I mean, yeah.
It's there for us. It's there for us to collect and to use to improve humanity. That's what I think. And you saw I was visited by an alien right there.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good. No, but I'm glad Grammy showed her presence there. I wasn't trying to hide her, folks. I was just trying to keep with the segment there. But no, I respect Grammy. I respect the old man. He knows that. But why keep that shielded? Well,
I'm with you 100% on that.
Like Joshua said in the video, I don't know him personally, but I respect his research and his work that he does because he's onto something, folks. Why hide and shield things from the public? You know why? We all understand why.
Yeah,
it's about a money grab.
Money grab and power grab. Money and power grab.
Exactly. If we eliminate sources like Big Pharma, okay, and we eliminate the powers to be of the deep
big
state
energy
regime.
The big energy companies.
Yes.
If all of a sudden we've got free, unlimited energy, that would just upset. All of a sudden we can heal and free ourselves from diseases and all that stuff. I mean, yeah, that would put all those things into a big tailspin. And it should. And I hope it does. Michael, this is the kind of stuff that has been in my mind almost my entire life.
And, old man, and I agree. I know it's just a movie, but I'm glad that movies are made into existence for this because it opens the human eye a little bit to question, like, yes, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah. And I'm glad that there's Hollywood elites like Spielberg and others that are challenging the issues to be, saying, you're not the only one.
Yeah.
Let's open it up a little bit.
And they're challenging this with the thought that we can go down a far better, more useful path for humanity than the one we're on.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday's Savaged 10 bonus series. Wow, what an exciting episode we did today. Take it easy. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, guys.
This has been a Truth Productions media episode. Thank you for listening.